Ever feel like you're constantly redecorating? Like,
Yeah.
always chasing after the next, uh, trend. I know I do. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm so intrigued by this deep dive into Tonin Casa. They're an Italian design brand, and those Italians, they just get style.
They really do.
We're
Yeah.
digging into their brand and what they're doing in Georgia, thanks to some info they put out and a piece from HomeVision.
Right.
We're on a quest for that elusive, timeless elegance. Furniture and design choices that just never go out of style.
It's a common struggle, isn't it? Creating a space that reflects your personal style, but also feels timeless and sophisticated.
For sure. And you're right, Tonin Casa has a legacy to live up to. They've been around since 1975. That's almost 50 years of navigating the world of design.
It really is. It's incredible, actually.
Wow, 1975. Disco is in full swing, bell-bottoms are all the rage. Talk about a design minefield.
Oh, no.
But if they've managed to stay afloat for that long, they must be doing something right.
Absolutely. And what's interesting is they're not resting on their laurels or, just sticking to what they did back then.
Yeah.
They talk about balancing craftsmanship with innovation. They release new collections annually, so they're clearly not afraid of evolving.
Okay, I see where you're going with this. It's about evolving, not just overhauling your entire aesthetic every year because some magazine tells you to.
Precisely. It's about understanding the fundamentals of good design quality materials, craftsmanship, and then infusing them with fresh perspectives. That's how you achieve that enduring style, shall we say, instead of just chasing trends.
So how does this approach actually translate into furniture? What are we looking at here?
Well, they've highlighted some interesting pieces that I think really showcase their philosophy. For instance, they specifically call out the Console ceramic by Angelo Tomaiolo. Now, console tables, they're kind of like the unsung heroes of interior design, aren't they? They can completely elevate a space without being too overbearing.
I've never really thought about console tables that way, but it's so true. It's like adding a little piece of functional art to your home.
Exactly. And this particular console table, they describe it as a dance of shadows and light. Apparently, the way the porcelain interacts with light is just mesmerizing.
Okay, now that's just cool. Porcelain is not your typical console table material. It sounds incredibly elegant. But then they also talk about this HOLE chair, which is all about sustainability, but in a stylish way. Apparently, it's a blend of polypropylene and wood, but not just any wood.
Ah, yes, the H-Hole chair. It seems this piece is their flag bearer for sustainable design. And you're right to point out the specifics of the materials. They specifically mention finishes like stained Canaletto walnut. You see, Canaletto walnut is known for its rich color and distinctive grain pattern. It adds a layer of visual warmth and sophistication.
Okay, now you're just making me want to redesign my entire dining room. It's like those little details make all the difference. What else have they got?
Well, they touch upon their sofas and armchairs collections with names like Adamo ed Eva and Geometric. Just from the names alone, you can sense that each piece is infused with a story, a concept.
I'm picking up on a theme here. It's not just about creating furniture. It's about creating an experience, a feeling. But they're also in Georgia. I have to admit, when I first heard we were doing a deep dive on an Italian design brand, I thought, well, that's beautiful, but what does it have to do with me here in Georgia?
And that's where it gets really interesting, isn't it? Because it turns out Tonin Casa isn't just some far-flung European brand. They've partnered with HomeVision to bring their designs right to Georgia.
So it's not just about the furniture itself, it's about the lifestyle it represents, and they're making that lifestyle accessible to us here in Georgia.
And I think that's a really important point. They've carefully chosen a representative in Georgia, someone who understands their commitment to quality and craftsmanship. This isn't just about slapping their logo on any showroom floor.
That's a great point. It's like they're saying, we get it, good design matters no matter where you are. But does that make a brand like this more appealing? Or does it make it feel less exclusive somehow? Like part of the allure of Italian design is that it seems so unattainable.
That's such an interesting question. It really makes you think about how we perceive value and exclusivity. Is it about scarcity? Or is it about knowing something is well made and beautifully designed regardless of where you find it?
Maybe it's a bit of both.
Mm-hmm.
There's something to be said for those unique finds, the things you have to travel the world to discover.
Right.
But at the same time, knowing that a brand like Tonin Casa, with its history and reputation, is accessible right here in Georgia, that's pretty amazing too.
Yeah.
It's like you're inviting us to be part of that legacy.
And to bring it back to our initial question, maybe that's how they achieve that elusive sense of enduring style. It's not about chasing after the latest trend or trying to create a space that looks like a museum. It's about surrounding yourself with pieces that speak to you, that are crafted with care and designed to last. and that ultimately make you feel good in your space.
It's about creating a home, not just a house.
Yes.
And sometimes that means investing in pieces that tell a story, like that console table with the porcelain and the play of light, or the HOL chair and its focus on sustainability. They're not just pieces of furniture. They're reflections of our values, our priorities. So we've gone from feeling overwhelmed by constantly changing trends to uncovering the secrets of timeless elegance, all through the lens of Tonin Casa.
Exactly. We've explored how they blend heritage and innovation, quality and design to create furniture that's both beautiful and meaningful. And who knows, maybe they've even inspired you to rethink your own relationship with design.
Absolutely. This deep dive has definitely sparked some ideas for me. So as you think about your own space, ask yourself what speaks to you. What kind of story do you want your home to tell? Tonin Casa invites you to explore these questions and discover the answer for yourself. And on that note, happy decorating.